Hey, what's up, guys? I had a viewer ask to do some, night races or different conditions. They wanted to see if there was a difference with the new ray trace global illumination RTGI settings that came in the latest update. So I thought the best way to do that is on PC. So this new feature is only for PC. In the settings, we have a benchmark. So here you can see I've got the 4K, everything's ultra. I'll show the frame rate, and I do have to run DLSS to get. So I lock my frame rate at 60, but to get a frame rate of over 60, so that when I lock it at 60, it's very stable. I have to use this with the latest setting. So everything here, I've got this unlocked for this test. I'll always run 60 otherwise. Everything is the high as it'll go. Like this, there's no ultra, so it's just high. So everything here is maxed out. This is the old setting, so we'll start with it. We have a benchmark. Change it and save it. 4K. I'm going to turn this off. Because this is the setting where I will be below 60 with RTGI. So we're going old settings first. This is just built in, so I'm guessing Hakone under these conditions is basically the most stressful setup on the PC hardware. And we should get somewhere average somewhere around 69 to 72, something like that under these settings. And you'll notice, pay attention to the, this bridge coming up, the underneath of it will not have colored reflections. It'll just be kind of lights. The trees are kind of uniformly lit for the most part. They got a little light underneath them, but there are some differences in RTGI. So here we got 69 frames per second. You can see I've got a AMD 7800 X3D, which is the best processor you can get for gaming, other than they just came out with a newer version, like 9800 X3D, which is slightly better. And then I've got RTX 4080 Super, so not the best, but one of the better models. 64 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs video memory, so pretty good setup. And here I've run this multiple times, and it's always 69 or 72 under these settings. So now we'll come over here, we'll change it to RTGI. And rerun it. And here you're going to see we should be somewhere around 46 to 48 on average. It's a pretty big performance hit. But you'll notice the trees are not uniformly lit, at least the underneath. It looks more realistic. Notice the underneath of this bridge coming up, it'll have colors in the reflections. So it's very subtle, but it looks different, better. So 45. And I think the last time I did this, I got 48. So it varies a little bit each time you do it, I guess. I've had to record this. This is my third time trying to record this. First one, the video got messed up. Second one, I forgot to hit the record button. So third time's the charm. All right, as you can see, so if I go ultra quality, it'll be exactly what you just saw. That it'll give me the same result frame rate wise. So I just go to quality, and I think DLSS is NVIDIA's form of frame rate generation. That's the only change we're going to make. Everything else is still normal. And we're going to rerun it. And we should get somewhere around 70, 72. It should be almost identical to the old settings. The frame rate with the old settings, which I think was 69 this time. Yeah, 70. So yeah, it's always right there, 69, 70, 72. And I lock it to 60, so I have no issues. And because we have unlocked frame rate, you can see the GPU is the limiting factor in this case. Most simulations, the CPU would be the limiting factor, but new feature and all that is definitely pushing the GPU. So here we got 70. We'll take these same settings. We'll jump into free play. And you can see the frame rate difference if it's unlocked in free play when I'm just by myself versus 24 cars. Everything should be set up. All right. I'll pump the fuel down so the car doesn't feel quite so heavy. I mean, there's some differences there in the pit for sure, like where you have more enclosed places where the lighting bounces around. Here you see how you can see the red lights and everything reflect underneath the bridge, and the lighting, it's different. It's not really like that in the old settings. It's subtle, but there's definitely some differences. It looks really good. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Did you notice anything that I didn't mention? It looks the same to you, or I feel like when you're racing, it's not the kind of thing you're going to notice. It's more of if you take a screenshot or something, then you can pick up on little things. But it's a welcome addition. And I think the game, I mean, I've always thought this game looks good since it came out. They definitely improved the lighting and everything. But, you know, a lot of people do comparisons with GT7, looking at the headlight models and all of this. Like, to me, I mean, that's cool that they do that, but I don't really care. I kind of draw the line at something like iRacing. To me, I've never played iRacing, but when I look at it, I'm just like, yeah, those graphics just look too dated. Like, that's kind of where it turns me off. I want something that looks more like Forza Motorsport or better. But this, you know, I think it looks good. Great looking track. And you can see the frame rates, high 70s, low 80s. So we're getting about, you know, like 7 to 10 frames per second extra since we're the only car. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this video. Let me know what you think. You noticed any differences? Is there something, a different kind of test or something you would like to see me do? Yeah, leave a comment, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.